Hey, this is Julian with Julian Tech Reviews, and we're here with another case review for your S25 Ultra. And today we're going to take a look at the company Benks. Now, Benks was gracious enough to send us over 3 of their toughest, nicest, most beautiful cases, and we appreciated them for that. But before we get into this video, we want you to like, subscribe to this channel. Thank you for putting us over the hump. We're pushing forward in 2025, and with your help and your comments to help improve this channel, we greatly appreciate it. But don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with this review. So as I mentioned before, I have 3 cases, and all 3 cases are coming from a company that we've reviewed before called Benks. Now, as you can see in my previous videos, I have the iPhone cases, and you can take a look at that review here for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But since we have another big contender here for Samsung, the S25 Ultra, we're going to see if these cases are going to hold up on the design and style. Are they going to be able to be MagSafe compatible? And are they light enough to compete with some of the good cases out there in the market? Now, all of these cases are made with DuPont Kevlar. Now, let me tell you, this is the top of the line, military grade, heat resistant, flexible, great protection for your phone. So no matter what kind of phone you have, this case will protect it. And the most important part about the DuPont Kevlar is that it's heat resistant. So if your phone is getting heated up, it's not going to transfer a lot of that heat on the outside of it, or it's not going to bring heat into your phone when you have this case on your phone. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go by levels. So each one of these cases range between $42 and $50. So we're going to start with what is considered the lower tier of Benks, and we're going to start with the ArmorPro 600D. So let's move those to the side, and let's go ahead and talk about the ArmorPro 600D. Now, the ArmorPro 600D does have the DuPont Kevlar, as mentioned before. However, this one only has 600D fibers, which is the aramid fiber that is on the case on the outside. It has a slim design, and it's MagSafe compatible. It's military drop grade, and it has a flexible TPU, which enables you to contort your phone in any type of way. But without more talking, let's go ahead and open this up. And as you can see, this is what the box will look like when you purchase it. This is $42.99 on Amazon right now, and they have like coupons all the time. But let's just see if this is worth its grain of salt. And as you can see, really nice, easy presentation. You can pull it out really easy. Let's move that to the side. And then here it is. And then you have their Benks logo here. And usually there will be some instructions. If this was a more complicated case, then they would add them here, so it'll be somewhat of a reminder. So let's just go ahead and take that apart. And here it is. So as you can see, it has about 600 D fibers. So the Kevlar, the DuPont Kevlar is there. And as you can see inside, it has the ring for your MagSafe. Magnetic power is what they call it. I guess Apple has MagSafe. And then as you can see, it's built with DuPont Kevlar. And then you have the inscription of Benks right here on this part. And then as you can see, the flexible TPU on the side with the cutouts. So as you can see, I'm bending the TPU, but you can't easily bend the Kevlar. So there it is. Now let's dress up our S25 Ultra. And bam, there it is. So this is what the ArmorPro looks like, the 600D. And as you can see, it blends in very well with the jet black S25 Ultra. I have my little volume cutouts and my power cutout. You can see the perfect cutting of the antenna holes right here. And then you have on the bottom your USB-C, and then your speaker, and then you have access to your stylus. So as you can see, everything looks great. Now, most importantly, with these MagSafe rings, let's just see if we have any issues with wireless charging. And as you can see, no issues with wireless charging. Now, as I mentioned before, let's see and test the MagSafe. So I have my trusty wallet here. And then let's put it on the back. Very strong magnet here. So my wallet does does work. And this one I can just turn around and get very good magnetic charging and magnetic grip. And then the camera cutout, it has this nice chrome bezel around it. And as you can see, everything is protected. All the camera lens parts are protected. And then let's look at the bump. It has a small bump. If you have a tempered glass case on it, you probably won't see as much bump. However, if you take that off, you can see a little bit more razivity there. All right, so let me know what you think. This is the Armor Pro 600D, and you can find it on Amazon once again for $42.99. And as I take this one off, let's go ahead and get into the next one. The next tier is the ArmorAir Montage. So this particular case is still $42.99, so you're still having the same price, so not too bad. It has magnetic charging, has magnetic wireless charging capabilities. This does have the DuPont Kevlar, but not only does it have the 600D fibers, it has 1500D fibers as well. And the number system essentially equates to the lower the number, the bigger the number, the smaller the grains are in the ArmorAir fiber. So this one has a split. So this one is a little bit more stylish. It still has the flexible TPU and military grade protection. All the above is included in this Air Montage. And all of these cases are all light, and this is just a different design. And as you can see, it has a wording here that says Montage Art. So that'll let you know that you have the Air Montage. And then let's take our little logo off so we can get a good look at the case. And then here it is. So this case compared to the Pro is much lighter. And I think the reason why is because of the cutout. Doesn't have any volume rocker protection or any power button protection. So that's one thing I noticed. And another thing I noticed is that the ArmorAir fibers, as you can see, the 600D fibers are down here. And then this one's the 15. So this one is a little bit more protected from heat or any type of breakage or anything. So this is just straight up Kevlar. All right, now let's go ahead and dress it. And here it is. So this is the ArmorAir Montage that has split fibers here, 600D, 1500D. Very lightweight, and as you can see, it has the camera housing. So it's not a chrome bezel; it's a even more jet black bezel. So you can keep that jet black look going. And I really do like the split design here. So something very creative. Doesn't have like the straight, fully ArmorAir fiber design. So I do like the little change up there. Now this ArmorAir fiber does have like some grip here, so you're not gonna constantly drop it, and it just keeps the phone the same weight, and I really appreciate that. Now when it comes to bezel protection, you do have a little, but barely any, not as much as the Armor Pro, the Armor Pro, excuse me. And as you can see, I can see my entire tempered glass raising up over that. So it's not going to be super duper drop if you do it in the front, but you will have a protected, this can stop a bullet. This is military grade. And then all the camera cutouts are precise. So I do like that about Benks. And then on the bottom, you can see the USB-C type port, the speaker, and then access to your stylus. So not bad. You're getting the same, you're getting similar protection to the ArmorAir Pro. However, it's much lighter and it's more protected. So that is the ArmorAir Montage from Benks. And last but not least, we're gonna go to the Cadillac, to the Mercedes of Benks's protection. And this one is the ArmorAir Prestige. The Prestige. Now they give you, this is prestigious because it comes in a little booklet right here, so you can preview your case before you open it. And as you can see, it has Benks protective case, as you didn't know what it was. And then on the bottom, it gives you the Kevlar, and it tells you all about Kevlar. So thanks, DuPont, for dressing these cases up with aramid fiber and Kevlar. And now here is the Prestige. Now, as you can see, it has a little bit more swagginess to it. So you can see the different color arrangements here. It has, you know, this green Kevlar. It has a little bit of dark blue or light blue Kevlar line right here. And it's mostly got this gold tintish rose colored. And then on the bottom, it has a little bit of black. So this one is their Prestige. Now, this one is that has a Kevlar rating of 1000 D fibers. It is 1 millimeter thick, 1 millimeter thick, and it weighs about 24 grams. This is very light. It doesn't even feel, it feels like I have a little piece of paper in my hand. That's how light it is. Now let's go ahead and dress it up. And voila, here is the fully clothed S25 Ultra with the ArmorAir Prestige. And did I mention this costs $49.99? So a slight upgrade. You get a slight upgrade on the price. It has the goldish tint chrome around the bezel. And it gives you that really nice, stylish, sleek look. And then all the cutouts are precise. I mean, you have an open case right here so you can touch your phone's buttons. And then no problem with the stylus, easy. Let's go ahead and see about wireless charging. No issues there. As you can see, it is charging. Whoops. There it is. So wireless charging does work. MagSafe compatible. Let's go ahead and put that on there. Uh-oh. Okay, no issues there, somewhat. Now, one caveat, if you have a S25 Ultra, a lot of these MagSafe wallets weren't built for such a big phone and this bezel being there. So you kind of have to just look out for those that are specifically for Samsung phones, because they make them smaller, shorter, to have your accessory fit on your butt. It still does work, and it still is pretty strong. Strong magnet. So I have like one of those stand wallets. So this thing flaps up, so it's not loose. It's just this part is, you know, by itself. But as you can see, I'm holding it and suspending it in the air, and it's not falling. So your MagSafe accessories are safe with this particular case. And that pretty much concludes it. And let's wrap this up. So I had the 3 cases here from Benks. And we have $42.99, $42.99, $49.99, all on Amazon. My favorite of the 3, obviously, is going to be the Prestige because it's lighter. It has a slight tint of gold. But my second place and my one I'm probably going to go to a lot is this Montage art, because I love the design of this. Even though it's black, some might consider it boring. I do like it a lot. And then you can't go wrong with this one. This one's fully protected on the outside, no cutout of the buttons. So you got your buttons protected, you got everything else protected. And even though it's not 1 millimeter thick or 24 grams, this is still light, and it still has the MagSafe compatible case here. And all of these great cases you can find on Amazon right now. And depending on the time, you can get a nice little discount, a little 15% off, whatever. So go ahead and check them out. And once again, please like, subscribe. Thank you for checking out my channel. We've got plenty more content to come. Check out all my shorts. I'll put my face on there to make some silly videos. But don't forget to comment below as well if you have any questions about any of these cases or anything else on my channel. But this is Julian with Julian Tech Reviews. Peace.